Today, we're joined by Nef El Bey with CNK Healthcare Advisors and the founder of Insured by Nef. With more than 23 years in healthcare, from insurance claims management to medical billing and auditing, Nef has built a career centered on serving people with compassion and clarity. Now, as a licensed health and life agent in 13 states, she's dedicated to removing the taboo around life insurance and empowering families with knowledge, confidence, and peace of mind. She calls life insurance a love letter to your family. And today she's here to share what that truly means. Good morning, Nef.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Oh, of course. It's wonderful to be speaking with you this morning. So you've described life insurance, as I said before, as a love letter to your family. Can you elaborate a bit on that and what it means to you in your own words?
Absolutely. So when I describe life insurance as a love letter to your family, I mean that it's much more than numbers. It's much more than signatures or paperwork. It's love in action. It's a promise that says, no matter what happens, I'm prepared for you. I've protected you and I've made sure that you're going to be okay. Just like traditional love letters brings comfort and reassurance, life insurance does the same thing, but in a financial form. It gives your family time to grieve without immediate financial pressure. It keeps the home stable, and it safeguards your children's future. So it's not just a policy, it's a legacy. It's a final act of love that continues to speak for you long after you're gone. Think about this. If you have a breadwinner that passed away and he's responsible for the mortgage and other things that happen for your day to day, and that income is gone, and he has not left a policy, what is your family going to do? Right. But if he's prepared for his family, his wife is not concerned, the children are not concerned, that is a great act of love. You know, some of us, like I say all the time, life insurance is a love letter, but some of us is leaving hate mail.
That's right. That's right. And even in your example, you know, when you lose a loved one, what are some of those emotional barriers you're commonly seeing that really prevent families from taking that first step toward planning their financial security?
Now, one of the biggest barriers I see is fear. You know, fear of talking about mortality, fear of not understanding how life insurance works, and even fear of being judged for not starting sooner. And I want people to know that life insurance isn't about death. It's about life. It's about living with peace of mind, knowing the people you love will be protected. Another major barrier is misconception that life is only for the wealthy. In reality, it's one of the most accessible and affordable tools for everyday families to start building generational wealth. Once people understand that it's not morbid, it's empowering, everything shifts. You know, my mission is really to help families see that planning ahead is not a burden or something to fear. It's an act of love, act of strength, legacy, and truthfully, it's one of the most meaningful gifts you can leave for the people who matter most.
Yeah, and part of your core pillars is this concept of a celebration of women who turned obstacles into opportunity. And it's such a powerful concept. How did CNK Healthcare Advisors help you bring that vision to life within Insured by Nef?
Well, one of the things that CNK did, they were extremely supportive. You know, they saw me as a woman really being in this business, in this industry, for long legacy history. You know, this type of industry is really 93% males. Okay. And so with that being said, we have a very small smidget percentage of how we impact the industry. However, with their support about, helping me brand, helping me be exposed to different platforms and really educating myself on how I need to, relate to my environment, that really helped with bringing other women up. What is the key is really educating. And, once you're able to educate on the subject, it brings power. It's very empowering. So CNK was very instrumental in doing that, with helping out my business. And I'm forever grateful.
Well, Nef, thank you so much for joining us this morning and sharing your insight with us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
If you'd like to learn more about Nef's mission, her services, or how to take the first step toward protecting your family's future, visit insuredbynef.com or call 980-866-8407.